Hi, my name's Kevin. I'm the director of the library here, and I wanted to share with you the first chapter of Stella Batts Needs a New Name. It's written by Courtney Sheinmel and illustrated by Jennifer A. Bell. And we're actually going to cheat a little bit today. There's a short introduction to this book, and then there's the first chapter. I'm going to do the introduction and the first chapter if that's okay with you. If it's not okay with you, that's fine. Just stop the video, press stop after I finish the introduction, and then you can read the first chapter on your own. Okay? All right, great. Let's get started. Stella Batts Needs a New Name. Introduction. That means some background at the beginning of the story. My name is Stella Batts. I'm going to be a writer when I grow up, because writing is one of my favorite things. Except I'm not waiting until I grow up because this is my first book. It's going to be an autobiography. That means I'm writing it and it's all about me. I am 8 years old. I live in California. I was born at a hospital in a city called San Francisco. And now I live in a house in a town called Summers, S-O-M-E-R-S. But you say it like Summers, S-U-M-M-E-R-S. My favorite place in Summers is my parents' candy store, which is called Batts Confections. Confections is just a big word that means candy. They sell M&Ms, gumdrops, jelly beans, toffee, and basically any other sweet you can imagine. There's also a special fudge counter. The fudge is made at our store, and it's called Stella's Fudge. It was named after me because fudge is one of my favorite things to eat. I know how to make it too, but I'm not allowed to write it here because it's our family's secret recipe. Here are some of my other favorite things. Number 1, the color yellow. Number 2, using big words. Number 3, dolphins. Number 4, getting to press the buttons in elevators. Number 5, making lists. When this book is finished, it's going to be in all the bookstores and anyone can buy it. It'll say, by Stella Batts, in big letters on the cover. I'll be famous and people will know my name. Except my name is not one of my favorite things. Last week, something happened on our class nature walk that I don't really want to write about. This is my book, so I get to pick what's in it. But afterwards, this boy in my class named Joshua called me Smella. He would have never said it. He would have never said what he did if I was born with a different name. Also, I think maybe if I had another name, it would look better on the cover of a book. I'm not sure what else I should write, so that will be the end of my introduction. So, illustration here. Chapter 1. It's not fair. This is Stella's room. If you are not Stella, then please knock. My sister Penny came into my room without knocking, even though there's a sign on the door that says, "This is Stella's room. If you're not Stella, then please knock." I made the sign myself. It's on yellow construction paper in all different colors. I always pick yellow until those sheets run out. Penny isn't a good reader yet because she's only 5, but she knows what my sign says because I've told her. "Guess what? My tongue is purple," Penny announced. "You have to knock first," I reminded her. "I forgot," said Penny. She turned around and walked back out. Then she knocked on the door. "Who is it?" I asked. "It's me, Penny," Penny said. "Thank you for knocking," I said. My parents get mad if Penny and I don't say please and thank you. "You can come in." So Penny came back in. She was carrying Belinda. And Belinda's not actually a person. She's a stuffed animal. A duck-billed platypus stuffed animal, if you want to know. It's Penny's favorite toy because the boy named Maverick, who lives next door to her, gave it to her. And Penny always calls Maverick her boyfriend. Right then, Penny was in her pajamas. She gets ready for bed before I do because her bedtime is half an hour before mine. "My tongue is purple from the candy marker," Penny said. Candy markers are a new kind of treat from Batts Confections. Dad brought them home so Penny and I could test them out at dessert. They come in all different flavors. Each flavor is a different color. Purple is grape. You can paint your tongue with them, and then your tongue tastes really yummy. I had a cherry one, which made my tongue red, super red, not like regular red, not just regular red like tongues usually are. What are you doing? Penny asked. I'm writing a book, I said. Neat-o, Penny said. Let me see. No, I said. Why? She asked. Because it's my book, I told her. I don't want to show it to anyone until I'm finished. Like when you go to a bookstore, you don't get to see the books until they're already written. It's not fair, Penny said. That's what she says whenever I don't include her and stuff. Penny stomped out of my room. I knew she was going to tell on me. That's what 5-year-old sisters do. And I was right because she came back in with Mom. I didn't do anything wrong, I told Mom right away. Mom sat down on my bed. Penny stuck her purple tongue out at me, but Mom didn't see. Mom, I said, Penny stuck out her tongue. That's not allowed. I was just showing it to you. It was still purple, Penny said. So then I stuck my tongue out at Penny. Oh, Stell, Mom said. I was just showing her mine was still really red, I explained. All right, enough of that, Mom said. Penny says you're writing a book. That's right, I am, I told her. I want to be a writer. Me too, Penny said. I'm going to be a princess and a candy store owner and a writer. That's too many things, I said. No, it's not. No, it's not, Penny said. Right, Mom? You'll be very busy, but I'm sure you can do it all, Mom told her. She didn't want to be a writer until I said I wanted to. She always copies me, she complained. I complained. Sometimes I like Penny to copy me, but sometimes I don't. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, Mom said. She says that whenever I get upset about Penny trying to be like me. Imitation is another word for copy, and flattery is like saying something nice about someone. But I can't write as fast as Stella can, Penny whined. Maybe Stella can help you tomorrow, Mom said. I shrugged. Maybe, I said. I was still mad about Penny telling on me and then sticking out her tongue. Why don't you make Stella help me now? Penny asked. Because now it's time for you to go to bed, Mom told her. I don't have to take a bath, so I still have time, Penny told her. Mom's rule is that Penny and I have to take baths every other night. You're right about the bath. You're wrong about the time, Mom told her. Okay, but I have to go to the bathroom first, and you have to flush, Penny said. Penny's afraid to flush the toilet. She thinks maybe she'll get sucked in if she stands too close while the water is going down. Mom says I was the same way when I was little, but I'm not sure because I don't remember that at all. Okay, Mom said. Then you have to brush your teeth and then pick out a story. Hey, Mom, guess what? Penny said. What? Mom asked. I can brush my teeth and dance at the same time, Penny told her. I can't wait to see, Mom said. Then she turned to me, and you, my little writer, have 10 minutes left before you have to change into pajamas. Maybe I'll take a bath, I said. Oh, honey, you really don't have enough time, Mom said. Are you sure? I asked her. I think I might need one. You took one last night, Mom said. You're still clean. Here, help me up. She held out her hand. I stood up and grabbed it. Even with me helping, Mom still needed to push her other hand down onto the bed. She stood up very slowly and said, "Ah." Then she and Penny walked out of the room, and I sat back down at my desk. Here's a picture. Penny helping Mom off the bed. Or Stella helping Mom off the bed. The reason why it's hard for Mom to get up is because she's pregnant. Mom and Dad say the baby will be born in a month and a half. They also say it's going to be a boy named Theodore. We're going to call him Teddy for short. Teddy is a nickname for Theodore, even though it doesn't really sound like it is. Penny is a nickname too. Her real name is Penelope. I don't have a nickname. Sometimes people call me Stell, but that's not the same thing. It's not a real nickname. Smella is definitely not a nickname. Okay, I'll write about what happened on the nature walk, but not the whole thing. Our teacher, Miss Finkel, told us to hurry up. So then I did, but I tripped and fell over this branch. I don't even want to say what I landed in. It was too gross. I'm going to leave out that part. I'm going to leave out that part. Then Joshua was laughing, and that's when he started calling me Smella. I'm not a smelly girl or anything like that, but I thought maybe I should take a bath tonight, just in case. Here's a picture of Stella tripping over the branch or root when she fell. I hate that he can make up something like that about my name. I hate that Stell rhymes with smell. I don't really like the name Stella at all anymore. I think it would be good to have a name that has a real nickname. Penelope is a way better name. It sounds kind of sing-songy, and Penny is the perfect nickname for it. But Stella isn't a sing-songy name. It only has 2 syllables, and it doesn't have any good nicknames. I got to be the older sister, but Penny got to have the best name. It's not fair, I said when Mom and Penny had left the room. But I said it in my head, not out loud like Penny does. Then I stood up and clicked my heels together 3 times. That's what I do when I'm making a wish. I got it from the movie, The Wizard of Oz. In the movie, the girl named Dorothy clicked her heels together when she wanted to go home. I think that trick might work for wishes, too. After that, Mom came back into my room and said it was time for me to get ready for bed. I was done with my first chapter, so it was a good time to take a break anyway. Here's a picture of Stella clicking her heels together. And that's the end of the first chapter. Just a quick preview. Chapter 2 is called Fill in the Miss Blank. If you'd like to check out Stella Batts Needs a New Name, you can just pick it up at the children's department. Just ask one of our friendly librarians for help finding it on the shelf. Thank you so much for letting me read this to you today, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.